Hello everyone, my name is Anita Shastri. In this video today we'll talk about how to encourage, how to motivate our teenagers to study well. I know it's a very difficult subject and some of you parents would be saying like, wow, let's see how it goes. Yes, it is a difficult subject, but at one or the other point we as parents have to deal with it. So let's see what we can do and how we can help our teenagers to get motivated to study along with the other extracurricular activities what they do. So if you like these motivational videos, educational videos, and I provide all these little tips and tricks to help your child in their overall development, please like, comment and subscribe to my channel, and also share these videos to your friends and family so they can also get benefits from this. Okay, let's see. First of all, we have to understand what our teenagers are going through. It's a very difficult stage for them as there are lots of changes going on them. Physically they are changing, and then the environment is changing, friends are changing, students are changing, and the teachers are all changing. So there's so many things going on with them. So first of all, it's some of the children, some of the teenagers, it's very easy for them to adapt to all these changes. And for some, it's very, very difficult. So first and foremost, as parents, we will have to help them to make them understand that these changes are okay. The physical changes, what they are going through, is okay. It doesn't matter. It's like, so we have to encourage them how to adapt to the changes, what's happening through them. And then as parents, we need to be very, very patient and very calm. So whenever they come to talk to us, we have to make ourselves very free and talk to them. And instead of advising them, ask them, what do you think you want to do? What will be your choice if you were given a choice? So this will help them. In this teenage stages, they don't want to listen to anyone. They think that we know everything. That's the stage they are in. So I know everything. I can do everything. So this type of situation is there, and these things are going on in their mind. So first of all, to tackle with this, we will have to ask them the questions. Like, what do you think you want to do? What are your choices? Instead of giving them a big lecture, like you can do this, then it goes on top of over there. They don't want to listen. So instead of that, if you put an open-end question, like, what do you think? What are your choices? Then they will come up with this. Okay, and when they come up with the choices, then you can say like, okay, what do you think will be the consequences if you use your first step? Say, for example, that was a solution. So first solution, what do you think will be the consequences for that? And the second solution, and then third. So this way, you are helping them to solve their own problem. And when they learn to solve their own problem, they become more confident. And even if they make mistakes also, it will be their solution, what they have chosen. So it doesn't matter if they make mistake. Of course, if it's a like big mistake, which cannot be changed in any way, then we definitely have to talk to them and see how they don't make these mistakes. But if the little mistakes, for example, if they have got if they didn't get good grades, it doesn't matter. Maybe the second term or the third semester, they can do very well. So first of all, when they bring some questions to you or what the challenges they are facing, please listen to them patiently and calmly, and then talk to them. And as soon as your child is a teenager, remember, you are a friend to your child. That is very, very important, to be a friend. Then they will open up. If you talk to them as a friend, they will open up. Then they will share all the problems what they are going through. And together, parent and child, if you are becoming good friends, then you know what's happening in their life and you know how to avoid some things which you don't really think it's good for them. And then when you talk to them, they will be able to listen to you and they will be open for your solutions as well. So this is very important, to be friends with your children. So let's see how we can motivate them to study. So when you see their report card or their grades, and then you see like they have good grades in some subjects, and then they are lagging behind in some, then you can just encourage them and say like, wow, fantastic, this was really good, you have scored so well in this. And then you can come back and say like, okay, it's okay, it's maybe it was a tough question paper, or maybe you didn't study well, or you didn't understand the questions. It's okay if you put a little bit more effort for the next semester or next test or exam time, then I'm sure you will be able to get good grades. So this way, when you are encouraging them instead of discouraging them and demotivating them, then they are like, okay, happy, they are not scared anymore to show you the progress card. And then they will be like, okay, my parents are encouraging me, and then they forget about that they scored less, and then they will start studying more in that subject. And if they are finding it hard, then maybe you can help them, or one of your partners can help, or one of the teachers can help them. So there are other ways as well to help the children to get good grades in their schooling. And then let's see if they are coming with some problems which they are having with their friends, and then you can talk to them and see what problems they are going through, and you can just give the solution. Instead of giving the solution to them, you can just ask them like, what do you think you want to do you want to be friends with them, or what do you want to do? So this way they can start thinking about themselves, and then whatever they are feeling inside, it will come out, and then they will say like, okay, I want to do this and this. And if they are going through some problems there are many other problems which they are going through, isn't it? Just first listen to them, and step into their shoes and think how a teenager will feel. The problem is a very big problem for them, because they are still young, they don't know what's going on, they don't have experience in this. And you as a parent, you have the experience, you have experienced some of the problems, not maybe all the problems, but at least some of them, and you are experienced, so you can see what the solutions can be. So you can step into their shoes and think how they are thinking, and accordingly you can give the solutions to them. So first and foremost, as a parent, we have to be friends with them. That's very, very, very important. And all the ideas and all the suggestions and solutions what I'm giving here is been tried and tested. I have two children of my own, and then both of them were very different, and then we had to handle them in a different way. So as soon as they hit 10 years old, then we were treating them as friends, and then as responsible adults as well. So we were giving them lots of responsibilities, and then when they couldn't handle it, then we would be like, okay, what do you think you want to do? And then this way we started encouraging them, and they used to come home and talk about everything and anything what happens to them. So that was really, really good, because we became friends with them, and whenever we wanted. So this is one of the way which we were guiding them, because this is very important at this stage. We as parents, we have to guide them in a proper direction, rather than taking them saying like, okay, you have to do this, you have to do that. Instead of that, you guide them. You say like, okay, this is the route, so what do you think, which one do you want to take, this route or this route? So you can give them the choice. And so what do you think happens if you go in this route, and what happens if you go in this route? So they can make the choice there, so it will be their own choice. So they know, then there won't be many mistakes. Even if the mistakes happen, you're always there to guide them and help them and encourage them. If some mistakes happen, you can just say like, okay, this mistake happened, it's okay now, you learned from it, this was an experience, so let's not make the mistake again, let's not repeat it again. So this way, if you talk to them, I'm sure your teenagers will be very, very happy, and they will also be very encouraged and motivated to study. Because now all these social medias, they have to cope up with all the social medias which is happening around them. They have to cope up with the friends, with all this TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. They are facing so many problems here with all the social media, and along with that the studies. So they have to keep up with everything. So it's a difficult situation for them. In our age, it wasn't there. We didn't have so much of distractions so to go through. So this is a different era, and we have to handle them in a different way. So maybe when studies, you can make a timetable together with them, and then you have to say like, okay, after one subject, maybe 15 minutes of break, and then in that 15 minutes they can do whatever they want to. But then you can say like, okay, you have finished with this subject, now you have 15 minutes of break, and then you can set an alarm with your child, or your child can set an alarm, and then after 15 minutes he or she has to get back to her work. Then if they say like, okay, no, I need 5 more minutes, and you can say like, okay, next you can take 5 more minutes now, but for the next break you will have only 10 minutes instead of 15 minutes. So they see the consequences of not abiding to the timetable what they have made. So if you make the timetable for them, they will be like, oh no, this was the timetable you made, I didn't want to do that. So instead of that, you both of them sit together and make the timetable as a family, and then there are many more chances of them sticking on to the timetable. And then you can say like, okay, you have made the timetable, you said like you want 15 minutes break here, and this is when you get the break, and then it's only 15 minutes. So they get the consequences and they know the solutions for that. This way you can encourage them, and then in that 15 minutes they can do TikTok video or Instagram or Snapchat, whatever they, all these social medias, whatever it's going on now. So this way you're not restricting them from allowing them to get into all these social medias also, and in the same way you're also encouraging them and motivating them to stay focused on their studies and concentration. I hope this video was helpful. If you like it, and please like, comment and subscribe to my channel, and share this video, and so the others can also help and benefit from this. Thank you so much for watching.